morning and welcome to this week's vlog. It's currently 20 past 10 on Tuesday the 26th of May and welcome to this week in my life. I'm Ellie. If you are new, I'm 23 years old. I am a UGC creator, so that means I create content for brands for a living. I live in Toulouse in the south of France, so I'm both English and French, and I love all things health, wellness, fitness, productivity, business, so that's what all my vlogs are about. So to give a bit of a recap, this morning I actually did not wake up at 5 a.m. like I usually like to do. I woke up at 6 this morning just because last night's sleep was a bit rough, to be honest. It was super hot in the apartment. It's been super warm recently where I live, so yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. I did not get much sleep, but I was still able to get my usual morning routine done, so that means taking my supplements, coffee with creatine and glutamine. I also had a pre-workout snack, so that's my usual rice cakes with peanut butter, banana and honey and a dash of salt. I got ready and headed to the gym. I hit an upper body and ab session today. I actually did not film my little ab workout because, well, I forgot. But basically I do 10 minutes of like a quick ab circuit after my upper body session. And yeah, I got back, showered, got ready, had some breakfast. I usually have oats that I soak in some yogurt and leave in the fridge while I'm at the gym, but this morning I changed it up a bit because my boyfriend actually had this like cream of rice thing that I wanted to try, so I had some of that. I added some yogurt, some honey and some banana on top. And I'm now ready to get to work. It is almost 10:30, so I'm getting to work a bit later than I usually like to. I usually like to get to work around 9. I actually don't have that much brand work for today. I don't have to film any collaborations or I don't really have any editing to do, so I think I'm just going to work on mainly like admin stuff and a few boring tasks here and there. I might even update my portfolio if I have time. I still have loads to do. Obviously, I'm never bored, that's for sure. There's always stuff to tick off the to-do list, but it's just a bit more chill, I guess. Like there's not really any heavy tasks like collaboration wise, so I'm mainly going to be staying at my desk. I'm also going to get my steps in on my walking mat, so that's super convenient if you work from home. I'm actually really frustrated with myself because last night I was about to post a previous vlog that I filmed and I have no idea how. Like I don't even know what I did, but I deleted the project and I could not get it back. I was basically trying to clear up some space on my Mac because when I was exporting the vlog, it just didn't work because I didn't have enough space on my Mac. So I was like tidying some stuff up, clearing up some files and deleting stuff, and I somehow deleted the vlog. I've got no idea how that happened, so I was really frustrated with myself last night. But it's okay. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen and I'm just gonna move on to this vlog and have this one hopefully uploaded at the end of the week. But yeah, I'm gonna stop ranting, I'm gonna get to work, and I will catch you sometime later on. Got all my steps in, so I'm now back to sitting down at my desk and it is currently midday. Let's ignore the noise in the background. I had to open my windows because it was getting way too warm in here. So I've almost ticked off all of my usual morning tasks. I like to call them, yeah, my usual morning tasks just because it's the tasks I do every day, kind of like on repeat every morning. So that's responding to all my emails, DMs, messages, also sending an outbound to a brand. All of my collaborations come from inbound, which is when brands reach out to me, but I actually got in the habit of sending one outbound, so that's when I reach out to a brand every day just because it's like a little habit, and sometimes there's maybe a particular product I might want or a particular brand I might want to work with. So yeah, I do like sending one outbound to a brand every day. And another one of my usual morning tasks is to post and engage on my social media accounts, and that's the next task I'm about to do. If you are not following me already, go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Anyways, I've actually also just got a little drink, so I finished off a Monster White energy drink that I had already started drinking yesterday that I didn't finish, so I poured some of that in here, and I also added some pineapple juice. A very random combination, but it actually tastes really good. Quick quick update. It is currently 1:30, preparing my post for today that I'm going to post on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So I post on those 3 platforms every day, and I still haven't finished preparing the post. I'm gonna prepare something around my Notion template because I actually sell that as a digital product. If anyone is interested, I'll link it in the description. But yeah, I was just preparing something about that and I haven't finished editing it yet. So I'm gonna continue after lunch because I'm getting quite hungry and I need a little pick-me-up. So let's go prepare some lunch. And we are back at the desk. I have just made myself a quick drink. I've actually added a bit of another energy drink in this. What I like to do to not have too much caffeine is I'll basically go through 1 can of an energy drink in like 2 or 3 days. So it's not like too much caffeine at once. I used to have like 1 can of an energy drink per day, which was definitely way too much. So yeah, what I did here was added maybe like 200 milliliters of a can of energy drink. This is a 0 sugar Monster. I can't remember the flavor. And I also added some ice and filled it up with some water to add a bit more volume. Anyways, I am back at my desk and I'm going to finish preparing the post that I am going to post on my socials for today. It is 2 p.m. and let's get right into it. It is currently 4 p.m. and I have still not posted on my social media accounts. It's taking forever to export. Anyways, it's a good job I actually don't have that much brand work on for today and I can allow myself to spend so much time preparing today's post because I usually like to get it done in the morning and like get it over with before I work on UGC collaborations in the afternoon. Obviously, I don't want to be spending too much time working on like social media posts and everything because it's not really a source of income. Like, it's not my job to post on my social media accounts. My job is to create content for brands. So yeah, I don't want to waste too much time doing it, but it is still very important as a UGC creator to stay active, let the algorithm know you're there, and it really helps with clients finding you as a UGC creator and therefore getting more inbounds. I don't know what's going on here. It's saying exporting error. Why is there an exporting error? Okay, I'm gonna try and figure this out. It is currently 6:10 and my Mac has given me a massive headache today. I've got no idea what happened. It's just not cooperating. The reel that I was supposed to post this morning is still not posted and I'm really frustrated, to be honest, but we're gonna try to not think about it. But yeah, by the way, apologies for the lighting. I had to close my shutters and curtains because the heat is just way too much and it was just too hot in the apartment. So yeah, I am going to get some dinner ready. My boyfriend actually finished work, came back and then headed back out to the gym, so I'm gonna get some dinner ready while he's at the gym, and then hopefully when he gets back we'll be able to chill in front of Netflix. And yeah, that was my little update. I'm gonna get some dinner ready. When my boyfriend gets back we will have some dinner, chill, and I'll get back to work a bit later. Good morning and happy Wednesday. Let's ignore this very tired face. I am about to put a face mask on so I don't have like any makeup on or anything and I look a bit like a zombie, but let's just try to ignore that. Wednesdays is also hair wash day for me, so I also wash my hair, as you can probably tell. And I also usually go for a run every Wednesday, but that did not happen today. I woke up a bit later than I would have liked to. Instead of waking up at 5, I woke up at 7. I had to push back my alarm again because I had another rough night's sleep. Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night and just could not go back to sleep. So when my alarm went off at 5 a.m. this morning, I just could not wake up. So I decided to push back my alarm. So obviously that meant skipping today's workout session, which is usually, as I said, a run, and then I usually go to the gym to go on the Stairmaster, and I also stretch. But that did not happen this morning. I skipped that to get to work because it's already 20 past 9. And if I went for a run and did like my usual Wednesday workout routine, I would get to work way too late, and it would just be a bit too complicated because I have quite a lot to get done today. I'm going to start off with all my usual morning tasks, so emails, DMs, sending an outbound to a brand, posting and engaging on my social media accounts, and then this afternoon I have a bit of brand work to get done. I also have a video to film and send, and a few other things here and there, so yeah, let's just get right into it. A bit more put together. I sorted out the face. We could not be having that on camera. Anyways, I am pretty happy with what I've been able to get done this morning. It's currently 11:45. I caught up on all my emails, DMs. I sent an outbound to a brand to inquire about a potential collaboration. I also prepared 2 briefs for 2 new clients, and for one of the clients I prepared a script and sent that off for approval. My next task was to post and engage on my social media accounts, but I actually don't have a post to post, and I'm a bit behind on like filming a video to post, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do this afternoon is, when I film my UGC collaboration, at the same time I'm going to film for my own social media accounts and create a like film a brand collaboration with me type video. So posting on my social media accounts will be pushed back to later on today because obviously I still yet have to film the collaboration. I don't know if any of that made sense, but anyways, I don't know if you can tell my voice is not fully with us today. Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit under the weather at the moment, but let's just try and push through, I guess. I've just had some lunch. I had my usual avocado on toast, and I had cottage cheese on another slice of toast, and I also added a poached egg on top. I also just put a YouTube video on, and now I have my drink. I just put a bit of a energy drink in here, and I topped it up with a sugar-free like red fruit syrup type thing and some water because I don't want to drink too much caffeine, so I didn't add the whole can of the energy drink. But yeah, that's my little update. It is currently 12:52, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue watching a bit of YouTube, chill for a bit before getting back to work. So I will catch you later on. Okay, so I'm about to film this UGC collaboration. I have straightened my hair. I've got my brief in front of me. I've also got all the equipment I need, so my mic, the phone to film, and let's just get right into it. Just finished filming. I also filmed for the post that I want to post on my own social media accounts, as I mentioned earlier, like a quick film with me, like behind the scenes type video. So all that's done. It is currently 3:30, and yeah, I'm going to sort all the footage out that I have just filmed for the brand. I actually don't have any editing to do because it's raw footage only that I'm going to send. But yeah, I still have to sort all the footage out and then upload everything to the Google Drive folder. After that, I think I will proceed with editing the post that I'm going to share on my own social media accounts. that I just filmed. I also had to make another drink. It's just the same as earlier. I also added some ice. Quick update, apologies for this very dark setting. I had to close the shutters because of the sun. It was getting way too warm in this apartment. But yeah, I have just finished dinner. I was watching a YouTube video while eating, and I actually spent the rest of my afternoon, so after filming and sending off the footage for the brand collaboration, I spent the rest of the afternoon editing the post that I want to post on my own social media accounts today. Here it is. I am about to post this on Instagram, but yeah, it took way too long to edit, but that's okay. We got it done, and after editing that's when I went to prepare some dinner. I've just eaten and I'm now about to do the dishes, take my makeup off, put my pajamas on, and I might get a bit more work done. Actually, I will get a bit more work done because I have to finish posting this reel on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and then I also want to continue editing this vlog. So that's my update. It is currently 7:45, so I think around 8 I'm going to be back at my desk working, and I might be working for maybe another hour before going to bed and settling down. So I will see you in the morning. Happy Thursday. It is currently 1 p.m, so I'm a bit late picking up the camera and giving an update, but I've just been working along and I'm just doing like the usual stuff, so I didn't really want to film everything and bore you with just doing the usual stuff. But to give a bit of a recap, this morning I woke up at 6. Again, I could not wake up at 5. I woke up in the night again and just couldn't get back to sleep, so I don't really know what's going on with my sleep at the moment. But anyways, I woke up at 6, did my usual morning routine and then headed to the gym, and I hit a quad focused lower body session today. I also filmed my workout for my post for today that I'm going to post on my own social media accounts on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I am actually currently in the process of editing it, but I am about to take a lunch break and finish this after lunch because I'm getting pretty hungry. This morning I got my steps in on my walking mat as usual while I was doing all of my usual morning tasks. So that was catching up on emails, DMs, sending one outbound to a brand, and I also got some other like admin type stuff done. I prepared a few contracts for some new clients and also prepared a new brief and a script. So yeah, that's my little update for now. I am about to get some lunch ready, like I said, watch some YouTube and get back to work a bit later on. Lunch break is over, so I'm back at my desk. I have made myself a little drink. I have got probably like a third of a Monster White energy drink in here, and I also topped it up with some water and a bit of sugar-free red fruit type syrup and some ice. And yeah, my next task on the list is to finish preparing my post that I'm going to post on my own social media accounts, and then I'll be moving on to some brand work this afternoon and some other bits here and there. Oh, I also forgot to mention, but I have a nails appointment this afternoon because these are getting way too long. So yeah, and I also have to go up to the pharmacy, so that will be later on this afternoon because my appointment is at 6:30, I think. But first things first, get all of this work done. So it's currently 10 to 5. I have just been working away at my desk. I got some work done for my social media account, so I posted and engaged on my social media. I got some brand work done, nothing too heavy. I didn't have to film or edit anything today. It's more like admin type stuff. and I also got some YouTube work done. I was editing this vlog, and now I'm about to get ready to first run a few errands, and then I have my nails appointment at 6, so I have an hour before that. But I have to go up to the pharmacy and run a few other errands here and there. By the way, I look very tired, so let's just ignore that. That was my little update. I am gonna head off and I will catch you sometime later on. Good morning and happy Saturday. It is currently 10:51 a.m. Let's try to ignore this face. I wanted to let my skin breathe a bit because it's not the best at the moment, so I just put some mascara on for now. And yeah, I actually didn't vlog anything yesterday just because it was like an ordinary day and I didn't want this vlog to be too boring and repetitive and like showing the same thing every day. It was just like the usual work day. I went to the gym, got some work done, edited this vlog. I also filmed a UGC collaboration. It was a busy day, but it was a bit of like all the usual stuff, so I thought I would just skip yesterday and go straight to today because I'm doing a few more exciting things today. I still did all my usual stuff this morning, so I woke up at 6 a.m, got my morning routine done, went to the gym. I had a hamstring focused lower body session. I also filmed my workout for my Instagram, TikTok and YouTube shorts, so I'm gonna post a video on those platforms about my workout. And I recently got back. It actually took a bit longer than I usually do just because I went to a different gym which is a bit further and I take the bus to get there, just because I like to change it up a bit sometimes, and especially at the end of the week when I allow myself to like take a bit more time and not want to get to work as soon as possible and all of that. So yeah, I went to a different gym, got back, had some breakfast, and I'm now at my desk. I'm going to get some work done. I have not showered just yet, just because I am actually going to shower a bit later on, just before going to my friend's place. So yeah, this afternoon I'm going to see my best friend and another friend, and we're going to spend the afternoon at my best friend's place, and tonight we are going out. So that's definitely going to be fun. But before that, I'm going to get some work done, and then I think around midday I'm going to get ready, and I have my train that leaves around 1:30, and it's only like a 20-minute journey. So yeah, that was my little update. I am going to try to film as much as possible, so I'll catch you sometime later on. It's me again. It is 1:15. I am about to head off. I was only able to post my reel on Instagram, which is this one here, and I have to go now, so I think I'm just gonna post on TikTok and YouTube shorts on the train. So I'm gonna take my stuff with me, and yeah, I'm gonna head off. I got my bag ready. Makeup is not done because we are maybe gonna go in the pool this afternoon, so we're just gonna have to ignore these dark under eyes. Enough talking, I really need to go to not miss my train. Happy Sunday. As you can tell, I look a bit different than I did yesterday, and yeah, I caught a bit of a sunburn, which will hopefully turn into a tan, so fingers crossed. But yeah, I thought I would give a bit of a recap. It is currently 1 p.m. on Sunday. Yesterday I tried to film a few little clips here and there, but obviously I didn't feel like taking my camera and starting to talk to the camera while I was spending time with my friends and stuff, so I just took a few clips here and there. But we definitely had a really fun day. Like I said, I went to my best friend's place and we also met up with another friend and we spent the afternoon outside tanning, as you can tell, and we went in the pool and just spent a really nice little girly afternoon. And then in the evening we came back into town and went out, and that was definitely much needed. We went to a like tapas bar type place to grab some food and drinks, and then we went out to party a bit. And yeah, it just felt really good to disconnect a bit from work and have fun, because that's what life is all about, and it's all about balance. So yesterday was definitely more on the fun side when it comes to balance. But yeah, I thought I would end this vlog here just because, well, it's the end of the week first of all, and I'm not really gonna vlog today. I don't really have much going on. My boyfriend will be here soon and we're gonna spend some time together. We might even go out for a picnic. And I also got my usual weekend reset routine done, so that's all like my chores and cleaning around the apartment and all of that type of stuff to be ready for the week ahead and have everything clean, tidy and organized, because a tidy space and organized space is an organized mind. I really struggle to be like productive and motivated when I am not in a clean and tidy space, so it's a non-negotiable for me to do my weekend reset routine. Anyways, I don't know why I am ranting. I am gonna wait for my boyfriend to arrive, we'll have some lunch and then chill a bit for the rest of the day. So that was my little update, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you want, all of that type of stuff, and I will see you in the next one.